welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. So we're doing a casual March favorites. I'm just feeling casual. It's been storming here all day and we're feeling casual. So I did go back to red, as you guys can tell. Yes. Next week we're putting in lowlights and highlights. But enough about the hair. I do want to point out, if you guys are wondering why it looks like I have more freckles than normal, I had something called a photofacial done yesterday. And so what that does is it brings the pigmentation to the surface, which makes it look like I have lots of freckles. But I will be doing an entire video on photofacials and who could benefit from them and my before and after and things like that. So, but that's, if you're wondering why it seems like I have a lot of freckles, or more so than normal, that's why. Okay, let's jump on into it. So this is March favorites. I had a lot of really great success with products in March, like unusually, like an unusual amount of products that I just love. So very weird for me, I guess. Let's start off with the face. We'll start off with some skincare. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but this is a Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. It's an all-in-one, removes makeup, cleanses, and refreshes. This is a really great micellar water. I have been using this a lot before I go to the gym or after the gym. If I'm not able to shower like right away, I still want to cleanse my face. I still have dirt and debris, especially when I go to the gym first thing in the morning, you know. After a good night's sleep, you do have oil and debris that comes to the surface of your skin, and you want to wipe that away before you go and sweat and open your pores back up. So I've been using this. It is an alcohol-free and fragrance-free, and it's meant for all skin types, including sensitive skin. So I've really been loving this. I know that there's another kind. I want to say it has like a blue or a green lid and packaging, but I don't know what it does. But I've been loving this one, and this is for sensitive skin, or even sensitive skin. Another thing that I've really been loving. So I need to do an updated skincare routine so that you guys can see everything that I use. But I added a facial oil to my morning and evening routine. And this is from Image. It's the skincare brand that I personally use and love. And this is the Vital C Hydrating Facial Oil. Now this was just newly launched. I actually worked the launch party, so I actually had access to this before it ever launched. And I loved it. Like my skin loved it. Ladies who suffer from dry skin, adding a facial oil to your morning and or evening routine can really make a huge difference. And this one has vitamin C in it, which will also help lighten my hyperpigmentation. So it's kind of a dual product. It'll help me in more than one way. So I've been loving facial oils. You don't have to go out and necessarily purchase that facial oil, but if you have dry skin, adding a facial oil will really help your makeup look better. It will help it sit better on your skin. It will help reduce, you know, the dry patches that you get. It will also, you know, it'll just hydrate your skin. So that's really, really important. All right. The next thing that I've been loving, okay, my husband makes fun of me. I told him that I had fine lines on my lips and I was feeling insecure about them because sometimes lipsticks really like sink in and exaggerate them. And so my husband would make fun of me. He would make fun of, he calls them my lip wrinkles. And so I went out and purchased this. And this is the Peter Thomas Roth Unwrinkle Lip Treatment, and it says it's an anti-aging line filler. It visibly plumps, smooths, and hydrates with a 24% blend of 8 peptides and neuropeptides. So I picked this up at Sephora, and I love this. I really feel like it plumps my lips. I haven't necessarily noticed that over a long period of time that it reduces the wrinkles, but it definitely helps it makes them look fuller. It helps them look more hydrated. I need to probably use this longer. I think it said 6 weeks for optimal results, and I've only been using it for 4. So I'm hoping that by that 6th week, I mean, I can see that it's helped some of my little fine lines, but not the deep ones up here. But I've been loving this. I use this morning and evening, and it does have a bit of a tingle like a lip plumper would. So you do feel that. It is not abnormal. All right. Have you guys tried these? These are the Biore self-heating 1-minute masks. These are so cool. I have been loving these. They come in little packages, and it's enough product to do your entire face. I only have one left, but I was feeling that my face was really clogged. My pores were really clogged, and I didn't appreciate that. So I went and I picked up the 1-minute mask from Biore, and I love it. It's such an interesting feeling on your face because it's self-heating. And so it's supposed to pull all the imperfections, you know, the dirt and the grime and everything to the surface, and then you can cleanse it off your face. So I love it. It is a charcoal mask, so it will dry your skin out a little bit. So if you have super, super dry skin, this won't be for you. Ladies with super oily skin, you can definitely benefit from that kind of a mask. So just so you know. All right, let's move on to makeup. I have a lot of makeup. And then I have some like random stuff, but I have a lot of makeup. This might be a long video. I should probably say that. See, the 3 foundations that have just kind of been in rotation this month for me. The first one is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Foundation with SPF 15. I love this foundation. This is such a phenomenal foundation. I did do a review on it. I will link it below for you. This is worth every penny. It is such a beautiful foundation. It's long wearing. It does have more of a dewy finish to it as opposed to a matte or a satin, but it wears beautifully. It covers your imperfections. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, it really doesn't. It's a medium coverage foundation, but you can definitely build it up to full coverage. Oh, love it. Watch the video if you're interested. I actually do a demo so you can actually see it in action, and oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I'll link it below if you're interested. The second foundation that I've just been obsessed with is from Lancome. This is the Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup with SPF 15. This is Wear and Comfort, retouch-free, divine protection. This, when it says it's a 24-hour wear foundation, they aren't kidding. I'll actually insert a picture. I did my makeup. I really wanted to test this. I wanted to test out, you know, when it says touch-up free, like what are they talking about? So I actually, and I don't recommend this, people. I'm going to tell you what I did, but I don't recommend it. I put this makeup on earlier in the day, and my husband comes home and he's like, hey, let's go for a walk. I have a full face of makeup on, and I'm like, okay. So I took a picture when I got back of what my face looked like, and my foundation, my makeup still looked like flawless. It was beautiful. And I live in Florida, and it was really humid, and I walked, what did we walk, like 2 or 2.5 miles? So I was really impressed, and I've been loving this foundation, loving it. It is definitely more of a full coverage foundation, and it gets the job done. All right, so now what is on my face right now is from Fiona Styles, and this is a matte finish foundation. So this one is more of a natural finish. This one is more of a matte finish, but it's not like a terrible matte. I have it on right now, and it's very comfortable. It doesn't stick to my dry patches. It doesn't look like a desert on my face. I have dry skin right now, so normally it would be sticking here. It would break down in my T-zone. I don't have any of that happening right now. This is such a great foundation. I will make sure to do a review this coming week and post it so you guys can really see. It is a medium to, I mean, it's a medium foundation. You could definitely build it up, but I did one coat today, and I got really good coverage. It doesn't exaggerate my fine lines or my pores. It looks beautiful. It looks like skin, and it's very easy to wear, and it's super comfortable. So I will definitely be doing a video on these two because I love them. Love them. And hopefully that the Fiona Styles one will be coming next week, and then maybe I'll do the Lancome the week after. But Beautiful foundations, all three of these. Oh, mwah, you know what I mean? All right, so let's move on to eyes. Now I pulled out some oldies but some goodies for this past month, including the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I love this. I've been using it nonstop. It's so easy to use and oh, it smells so good. Love it. So this is an oldie but a goodie, and this formula is fantastic. I love the colors. I feel like this, you know, you can get a nice variety of looks using this one palette, which I absolutely appreciate. The next one, it has been a minute since I've used this. This is the Laura Mercier Eye Art Artist palette. I pulled this out of my collection, and I've been using this nonstop. I used to use it all the time. I put it in favorite video after favorites video after favorites video, and then I kind of stopped using it, and I was using something else, and I've gone back to this. She is where my heart is. This is such a fantastic palette. I did do a review. I will link it below. It can be, you can still find this at Sephora right now. Such a beautiful palette from Laura Mercier. Cannot get enough of it. Something from the drugstore that I have been loving. So this is from Flower Cosmetics, and this is their Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder. You can pick this up at Walmart. I did a review. What did I do? I hauled this, reviewed it. I don't know. I'll link it below for the Flower Cosmetics. This is the most finely milled powder I have ever used. I use it to set my under eye, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines or wrinkles. It doesn't dry out my under eyes. I mean, it just looks beautiful. What I will say about this powder is do not bake with this powder. This is not baking powder. But for all over the face, this is stunning. You will not find another powder more finely milled than this one. Like, it's crazy. Another thing from the drugstore that I've been obsessed with is from Wet n Wild. I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about these ColorIcon blushes. This is what I have on my cheeks on top of another blush. I love them. They're $2.99. They're pigmented. Love them. Another thing that I've been loving is the Gwen Stefani, Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, the blush palette. I have Divine Wine, I believe is what this one is. Mellow Wine, I'm sorry. I have Mellow Wine on top of Cherry. These two are what I have on my cheeks right now, and I love them. I've been using this palette non-stop. Non-stop. It's such a great palette. And this is such a great blush for $2.99. I actually love all of them in this range. I own every single one of them. I use them all the time. They're so beautiful. I would recommend them to anyone. Anyone. Okay, for highlights, I have been loving a highlight from Sonia Kashuk. She came out with the Knockout Beauty. I believe this was her spring collection. Really fun packaging. I really like this. So when you open it up, it's a pair of boxing gloves. How cool is that? This is such a beautiful golden highlight. It is really just subtle and just beautiful. I would suggest that this kind of highlight for those who have mature skin or large pores, because it won't, you know, settle into fine lines and it won't exaggerate them. This is so beautiful. Really finely milled and just a hint of golden. I do have it on my cheekbones along with another one, but this is so beautiful. The other one that I do have on is from Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula for the win. This is their Natural Nude, wait, what is this called? The All Over Nude Glow. So really pretty. You know, you can, depending on what kind of highlight you want, you can go super white, you can go more on the pink side, you can go straight up golden, and then you can put them all together and get another kind of like look from them. So I really like these powders. They are a bit powdery, but they're so easy to use and buttery and just add such a nice glow to the skin at a very affordable price. So Physicians Formula for the win. All right, moving on to lips. Now lips, kind of interesting for me this past month. The first one we're going to talk about is from Jouer, and this is the Jouer Lip Cream in Freeze Bonbon. And this is a liquid lipstick, and it is the prettiest color. It is going to stain my hand, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. I've been wearing this non-stop. I've been wearing it in a lot of my videos. I've just been loving red lips this past month. I don't know why, but this is my ultimate color. Beautiful. It is back in stock on jouer.com if you're interested. Another lip product that I've been loving is from Lancome, and this is the Lip Lovers in 314, and it is a lip gloss, but it's a pretty full coverage lip gloss, but it's a very nude. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I love this formula. I love the packaging. I just love these. I love them. I use them all the time. Another thing that I've been loving is from Buxom, and it's their full, what is this called? The full-on lip polish in Sopapia. And it's another nude. I have a thing for nudes this past month, and it's here, and it has more shine than the Lancome, but the Lancome is more full coverage. So this is definitely more of a lip gloss. And then I feel like there's a theme. The last lip product is from Kevyn Aucoin, and it's the lip gloss in Daliana. And this is just a straight up nude. Oh, love it. There's a theme of lip glosses. Do you see them? This is probably the lightest pink of all of them, Daliana. And then the Buxom lip gloss, and then the Lancome, but so pretty. Oh, obsessed. All right, we're gonna stick with the lip theme, and I have been reaching for this every day, every night. It's from Image, and it's their Ormetic Lip Balancing Lip Enhancement Treatment. And I've been using this because I have been suffering from some dry lips. I don't know why, but I have been. It's probably because I've been wearing so much liquid lipstick. But I've been using my e.l.f. lip exfoliator and then putting that on, and my lips love it. All right, from Dior, we have the Dior Show Extase. This is the one coat mascara. And this is what it looks like, and this is what I use on my lashes. I have one coat of mascara on, and I love this mascara. The wand is a natural bristle brush. The formula is long wearing and beautiful and doesn't smudge or flake. It is just the ultimate. I will be doing a review on this. I will show you befores and afters, because to really get the impact of this mascara, you have to see it, the before and after. It's crazy. Beautiful. Last makeup product is from Wet n Wild, and this is their Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. This is $4 or $5 at the drugstore, and you only get 1.5 ounces, but this stuff is so great. And I made the mistake of opening my mouth when I sprayed it, and it actually tastes sweet. So just so you know, it tastes sweet if you happen to be opening your mouth when you spray it. But this is really great. It's a really great setting spray for the money. I mean, $5, and it does what it needs to do. So I haven't really noticed a huge like longevity, like my makeup lasting so much longer using it, but you know, for $5, it doesn't make my skin look powdery or cakey, so I'm happy with it. All right, I have two really random, these are my last favorites. The first one is this magazine, which is really weird because when have I ever shown a magazine? But this edition of Shape, and it has Ashley Green on the front, I've been loving for a couple of reasons. They have in here recipes that I think sound delicious, and I've really been focusing on my diet, but more so than that, my feet have really been bothering me. I've been trying to work out more and walk more, and my feet have just been, I can't understand why my feet hurt so bad. And I was reading this magazine, and it talks about shoes and how specific shoes are meant for specific things, which I'm like, duh. But in this instance, they're talking about if all you're doing is walking, invest in a good pair of walking shoes, not running shoes, which is what I have been doing. If you are a runner, it goes into all kinds of detail on running shoes. If you need a cross trainer, it talks about it. So it really goes into detail about the different kinds of shoes that are out there and, you know, what your needs might be. Which I'm trying to find it. I really appreciate that because, here it is. So it talks about, you know, shoes and what kind of shoes are best for walking on pavement as opposed to walking on treadmill, that kind of thing. So I really, really appreciated this because my feet have been killing me. So that was really great. And the last favorite for this past month it's a book. It's called The Starch Solution by Dr. John McDougall. And I have been changing my eating habits, and part of that is because of this book. So it says, eat the foods that you love, regain your health, and lose the weight for good. And it talks about having a plant-based diet, which, you know, I've attempted to go vegan in the past, and I did for several months, but then, you know, something would happen and I would change my diet again. But I love that this book, and I'm not telling everyone to go vegan, that's not what this is about, but I gave up meat for Lent. I gave up meat and soda for Lent, and I don't miss it. So I'm not gonna go back to eating meat or drinking soda. So I drink lots of water. But what I liked about this book was that it talks about the science behind it. You know, people are like, oh, you should give up meat because, you know, it's animal cruelty and things like that. I'm not one of those people. You do what you want to do, but I have noticed such a difference in my energy, in my sleep, in my attitude. I'm happy, I'm bubbly, I have so much energy, and my skin has looked the best. I mean, it's cleared up. I mean, my freckles are there, but, you know, my skin is looking good. I feel good, and part of that is my diet. I mean, most of that is because of my diet and because I've decided to make exercise a priority in my life. But I will do a whole another video on this, like before and afters. Once I've been on this program for 6 months, I will do a video to let you guys know what it did for me. And if you're interested in living a plant-based diet or lifestyle, go ahead and leave a comment below. I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I did watch Forks Over Knives. I did watch the China study. I did watch Engine 2242, one of those. And I read this book, and it opened my eyes to the science behind eating plants. So that's a favorite. All right, guys, I know this was super long. I may have to edit out some stuff. My bad. I have a lot of favorites this month. I would love to know what some of your favorites are. If you've used any of these products, you love them, you hate them, leave it below. You know, I'm interested. If you have questions about the Starch Solution, or you're interested in eating a more plant-based diet, leave it below. If you have questions, I will try to answer that for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.